Hello and welcome to 10x Growth Talk. And this week we're going to talk about how to effectively plan goals. I want to talk about goal planning because I think it's probably one of the most important things that you can do for yourself. I remember going back when I started doing goal planning in my early years in business, and when I started working in plumbing, I learned how important it is to write it down and how to be very specific about your goal and how to make sure that you don't sabotage yourself by creating goals that you're not going to be able to accomplish. So I think the most important thing in goal planning is to make sure that we have this thing on our goal planning form, and I want to go through it. And then I want to talk about the 5 different areas of goals to plan. So each goal that's written down must be specific, committed, harmonious, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. So going through what we call is the SMART filter and going in and writing down everything, running it through the filter is the most important thing you can do. Now, I could see really quickly when somebody hasn't really planned any written goals down, because I'll give them this form that we do in our goal planning, which actually has the filter on the bottom. Ask them to go write your goals down and bring it back. And then a lot of people will write it down and bring it back. And I'll get goals like this. I want to lose weight. Okay, that's a great goal to have. Losing weight is a great goal. However, that's not going to happen unless you get really specific. So here's the opposition of that one. Okay, I want to lose weight. I want to lose 5 pounds by January 31, 2016, and I'm going to do it by drinking more water, less soda, walking half an hour a day, and cutting out all the carbs that I eat for dinner. Boom. That's really specific. That's measurable because you have a date down and you can actually measure it because it says 5 pounds and you could measure 5 pounds. You got an action plan which talks about what you're going to do on a daily basis. You're going to be walking, no carbs for dinner, and you're going to drink water instead of soda. Those are all specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. Now, if I put down I want to lose 40 pounds by January 31, now, hold on a minute. I mean, that takes some drastic measures in order for you to, turn that around. So it's important, I believe when planning a goal is, number one, it has to be written. Okay, you have to write it down. It is not a goal, it's actually a wish or a dream unless it goes on paper. Okay, it has to be written down. And then number 2, it has to be very specific. It has to really outline how specific it is. Here's another financial one that I saw. I want to make more money. I've seen somebody write down, I want to make more money. And it's really impossible for that to be a goal because, again, that's a wish, that's a dream, that's not a goal. A goal is, I want to make $10,000 more per year by doing this, and that, by learning how to become better in sales, closing 1 extra job per week, currently closing 5, and I'm going to close 6 now per week. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and that's how I'm going to earn the $10,000 more per year. Now that is more specific, that's measurable, okay, that's achievable, it's realistic, and it's time-based. There's optimists that I work with and that I've seen in the past that really plan goals that are just way up there, and it's really hard to achieve because you have to have some significant changes in order for that to happen. And then I've seen some people that are really pessimists that really plan a goal that's really moving the needle a little bit. It's going like, I'm just going to do a little more. I think, having a balance and being somewhere in the middle, because to me, a goal needs to be achievable. If you plan a goal, you need to be able to hit that goal. If you go too far out and you're not going to hit that goal, what happens personally to a person is you start losing confidence in yourself. And I think that's the worst thing that can possibly happen, is for you to lose confidence in yourself. So in order for you not to lose confidence in yourself, the best thing to do when you're planning goals is to make it realistic. Okay, realistic goals are important, and understand some of the challenges you're going to go through and some of the obstacles you may have to go through, so you plan realistic goals. However, don't be so optimistic on the goals as well that you're actually going to miss the numbers. Some people believe shoot for the moon and hit the stars, or vice versa. I don't know which one's closer. Planning on really aggressive goals and then letting down the people that are counting on them, right? Because you're going to put that out there. And I think when you plan a goal, you got to get people involved. You actually got to let people know what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, because I think there's accountability when you tell other people. Now, if you keep telling people something you're going to do and you never do it, then they start losing faith in you and they think that that's really not going to happen. So be careful, making too many promises and not committing. So the 5 areas that we need to plan goals on. Okay, number 1, career financial investment. Okay, we need to have career and financial goals, and whatever that is, and if it's making more money, or if it's putting more money in the bank, or saving more money, or investing more money, or whatever it is, it needs to be very specific, committed, harmonious, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. Remember, that has to be there. Relationship goals. Okay, relationship goals are important to do as well, and this is how you're going to better your relationship. If you want to have a better relationship with the people you work with, maybe you put down, hey, I'm going to have a company barbecue once a month and bring all the families together, have everybody get together, have a good time, and that's a way I'm going to have a better relationship with all the people I work with. Okay, it might be I'm going to go on a date with my wife once a week for the next 52 weeks. So that is very specific. It's actionable, it's achievable. Now, if you haven't done a date night for the last 10 years, planning one a week might be aggressive. You might have to do one a month and then moving into one a week. But, those are the kind of things we're talking about. Physical well-being, I just gave an example of a physical well-being detailed goal that you can put down. Don't put down, I want to lose weight or I want to eat better. Okay, that is not a goal. Okay, you need to put down, I'm going to lose X amount of pounds by doing X, Y, and Z. That's a real way to plan a goal. Spiritual goals, what are you going to do? I remember a long time ago, I created a spiritual goal, starting every morning reading the Bible and praying. And I've been doing that religiously every single day for I don't know how long now. And it's really, really helped me become more spiritual, helped me become better. So that was one I planned. I said every morning I'm going to do this and that. And then I put it in my calendar and I started doing that. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. And then personal goals. I mean, these are important as well, because if you start achieving progress, you got to take care of yourself. Get yourself something, a day out fishing or maybe something to do. If I hit this, I'm going to do this for myself. I plan personal goals all the time. I'm a visionary guy, so I bring it in. I bring a picture of what I want and I put it there, and then I put down a date and I put down what I have to achieve for me to go ahead and get that. And then I work towards getting it by that date. So here's the important thing on goals. Okay, I'm going to email everybody this goal planning sheet that we have. So you're going to have a copy of that. And what I'd like everybody to do is after you finish doing your goals, there's 2 things I want you to do. Number 1, share it with the people that you believe can help you hit those goals. Meet with them, talk to them about it, share it with them. And then number 2, I want you to put this in your calendar. Okay, we have smartphones now, so put it in your calendar and then put a reminder so it'll pop up every day for you to read it. Just read it every single day. Take 5 minutes and read your goals, because the more you read it, the more you're going to achieve it. Or put it on the bathroom mirror or wherever you're going to be able to see it so you can read it. So I want to encourage everybody, because goal planning has changed my life upside down. I mean, it's made a world of difference for me. And I've been planning goals every year, every quarter. I've been, meeting, taking a day off and looking at the progress of my goals, and then planning another quarterly goal based on what the results were, and reading it every single day. I mean, I put it in Google Calendar, and then I had Google Calendar email it to me every day. So now every day I get an email from my Google Calendar for my yearly goals. I open it up and I flip through and read it when I have time. I don't even open up the email till I have time to read it. And then I read it and I go, okay, am I on track to do that? And that's what gives me the drive to keep going. So I encourage everybody to do your goal planning, and until the next one, have a great day and thank you. Bye-bye.